on Christmas Eve, Kevin Spacey, who is being tried for sexually assaulting a minor. I'm not making a comment to his guilt or whatever, but he's being charged. Disgraced, fired from Netflix for the scandals. By the way, House of Cards, the last season was such dog shit.
Oh my God. It's just so much. It was already bad, and now it's like so much worse.
Well, it's unwatchable.
It is.
Because
before I could hate watch it kind of and still kind of enjoy it.
Well, they had the story arc was going somewhere, right? And then all of a sudden it was just like, oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
I guess they're doing what they can with it. But be that as it may, Kevin Spacey puts this out on Christmas Eve, responding to his allegations of assault in the character of Frank Underwood. Okay. And he blurs the line between the character and him. He addresses things in the show while addressing real-life accusations. And he, on one hand, says, I didn't do it. But on the other hand, he also was like, but does it matter if I did it?
And he's being kind of like his creepy character from the show.
Which I don't see how that helps his case.
Not at all. And he's like in a kitchen that looks like might be his own kitchen.
It has to be. Where else would he do it? The dude's at home. He's like been outcast from society.
So it's not a set.
It's not a set. It's in his kitchen.
Who recorded it? His wife? An assistant?
Is
he even married?
He's gay, by the way. He is gay.
Yeah.
Well, he got a lot.
I did know that.
He got a lot of scrutiny because when he got accused, he came out as gay. And everyone's like, "Why did you do that?"
Right.
So, at any rate, very bizarre. Such a weird video, and I do wonder if he told his lawyers he was going to do this. Because usually when you're involved in something like this, the lawyer's like, say nothing to nobody.
I think
without asking me first.
I think he thought to himself that he knows better than everyone around him.
Think
and he
so?
was like, this is going to be the best thing for me.
Well, me and Ela were talking. We're like, if you're innocent, this isn't the video you make.
No. When I watched that video, it made me feel like he's more guilty.
Because if you're innocent, you trust the system. You trust your attorney. I'm sure he has very expensive, very good attorneys.
And you're like, you're not going to find any proof, right? So
yeah. But what you don't do is go and try to muddy the water and then be your like psychopathic character that you play and try to tell everyone you didn't do it while winking at the camera in the psychopathic character. Because that makes me feel like
a character that
it makes me feel like, what?
And it's a character he's been fired from.
Yeah, also, that's what I was like, you're fired, right? Because at one point he's like, I'm going to show you guys the whole video in a minute. But at one point he's like, you didn't actually see me die, did you? And I'm like, Frank, you're not in the show anymore.
They
cut
you out.
Yeah, this isn't canon, dude. This is just you in your kitchen right now.
Netflix is out.
Yeah, you are dead, dude. This is not canon. But that being that as it may, he is a phenomenal actor, and he delivers the lines very well. The writing is honestly very good. The way he blurs the line, but it's a bad choice.
It's bad because he's a good actor at this like creepy characters.
Yeah,
it's not a good time to be creepy.
Exactly. That's what makes it so incredibly bizarre. But the lines were written brilliantly, performed brilliantly. But was the taste brilliant? Was the timing brilliant? I don't think so. I was thinking to myself, well, this is probably the last thing he'll ever act in, so he might as well go out with a bang.
It took full creative control on this one.
Yeah. Listen, in my kitchen, I make the rules.
Yeah.
Well, now I got to tell you, I didn't really like we called it in our house House of Tards, to be honest, because
don't tell anyone.
Because everyone in that show is just so
Tard.
They're just so tard. I didn't say the R word, it's the T word. It's House of Tards because nothing makes sense in that show. Like Frank is just killing people.
It's just like, oh, I'm gonna throw her off on the train and no one's gonna
cameras. He's killing people. They're drugging people. They're doing all. It's like, oh, and everyone's just like, oh, what's going on? It's like you know what I think it is? A super high budget soap opera.
Yeah. I kind of liked the first season as like a kind of like a guilty pleasure, I guess. Totally. It's whatever.
Definitely
it's a bad show,
pleasure.
But you kind of enjoy it. But it got worse. Like it's so bad now.
Yeah. Well, the last season was just bad. But at any rate, let's watch this video. I've hyped it up enough. Here we go. Without further ado, let me be Frank. Which again, the title itself is brilliant. Frank Underwood. Let me be Frank.
No.
Also, it's like a plea, like "Let me be Frank."
Mm-hmm.
It's like a triple entendre. I mean, that's pretty brilliant. That being said, he definitely did it. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. Clean camera work. Bad lighting.
I know what you want. Oh, sure, they may have tried to separate us, but what we have is too strong. It's too powerful. I mean, after all, we shared everything, you and I. I told you my deepest, darkest secrets. I showed you exactly what people are capable of. I shocked you with my honesty, but mostly I challenged you and made you think.
So, it's like, who are you being? Are you Kevin or are you Frank?
So, he's doing it in the Frank character, but I think he's talking about...
Well, even though you knew you...
I think he's talking about his personal stuff when he actually came out as gay, right? And he's like, I shocked you with my...
Yeah, right. Everyone knew he was gay.
Not really shocked us with the timing.
Yeah. Okay. Let's breaking it down.
Even though you knew you shouldn't.
Even though you knew you shouldn't. So is he still talking about himself?
What anyone says.
Right? He said, you trusted me even though you knew you shouldn't.
Oh.
So, okay. So again, who are we talking about here? You know?
And besides, I know what you want. You want me back. Of course, some...
You want me back.
Believed everything and had just been waiting with bated breath to hear me confess it all. They're just dying to have me declare that everything said is true and that I got what I deserved. Wouldn't that be easy if it was all so simple? Only you and I both know it's never that simple, not in politics and not in life.
Okay, so he's clearly talking about his accusations. But Frank, now, what we know about Frank the character, he would lie through his teeth. And if you heard Frank saying this, he definitely did it.
Yeah.
Right? Like Frank always did the worst thing possible and then lied to try to cover it up. So by him being Frank and addressing the allegations, it's him saying, I definitely did it and I'm trying to lie and confuse you to cover it up. Right?
I mean,
literally, that's what it means.
That's the vibe I'm getting anyway.
I mean, that's the interpretation.
What did he think? I don't know. What did he think that is like creating? Just more confusion?
Yeah, he's kind of trying to muddy the waters. It's a PR thing, I think.
But you wouldn't believe the worst without evidence, would you? You wouldn't rush to judgments without facts, would you? Did you? No, not you. You're smarter than that. Anyway, all this presumption made for such an...
I did not kill that girl. You would believe me. I did not push that girl in front of a subway in season 1. You believe me, don't you?
I know what you want.
It's like, we saw you do it, dude. I watched the show.
Unsatisfying ending. And to think it could have been such a memorable send-off. I mean, if you and I have learned nothing else these past years, it's that in life and art, nothing should be off the table. We weren't afraid, not of what we said and not of what we did, and we're still not afraid. Because I can promise you this. If I didn't pay the price for the things we both know I did do, I'm certainly not going to pay the price for the things I didn't do.
So what did you do?
Yeah. What is he talking about?
What are you talking about?
Oh, of course, they're going to say I'm being disrespectful, not playing by the rules, like I ever played by anyone's rules before. I never did, and you loved it. Anyhow.
Again, he as a person before this was extremely private. He never confirmed nor denied he was gay. People didn't know anything about his personal life. That's what he was known for. So, again, he's blurring the lines so much that he's saying, you loved that I never played by the rules. But nobody, so he's talking about Frank, because nobody knew anything about him before this.
We loved you on the shows.
So, again, it's like, it's weird. It's not a good look to blur between a psychopathic murderer and yourself so much.
And he's like cutting stuff.
Right.
What is he doing? It's very,
Well, he's making Christmas dinner, presumably.
And like you pointed out, what is up with the lighting?
Yeah, the lighting is
corpse.
Dungeness.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad lighting, guys. We need some...
adds to the creepiness.
I mean, no. It has a
like,
really awful blue light. They need some more, like, white balance up.
Right.
So scale that up.
Despite all the poppycock, the animosity, the headlines, the impeachment without a trial, despite everything, despite even my own death, I feel surprisingly good. And my confidence grows each day that soon enough you will know the full truth. Well, wait a minute. Now that I think of it, you never actually saw me die, did you?
What's with the ring? Dude, you're done. You're out of the show. They fired you.
It's too weird.
You never saw me die. Then president of Netflix is like, I saw you die, dude. You're out of the show.
Conclusions can be so deceiving.
The Ring was another Frank Underwood thing.
What's the significance of the ring?
I don't remember. What is it?
I haven't seen the show in a long time, but it was. I just Googled it, and there's a bunch of pictures. I guess he would always like put the ring on after he did something evil.
Okay. And then the final act of Strange. That was the worst possible way to end that
The
video.
sound effect.
Isn't that the dramatic hamster sound effect?
It's like
It's close, yeah.
free
Definitely
audio.
a stock
Audio
free
jungle.
audio thing. Yeah.
Because the tone was so serious and so artistic, and then that brought me right out of it. Golly. He's like, yeah, I'm worth 50 million bucks, but go ahead and grab that audio jungle soundbite. Yeah, that's a weird one, man.
A bunch of people in the chat saying he reminds them a lot of those Garth Brooks videos.
Oh, yeah.
This
Same
is
like cadence.
What if the ultimate twist was that Kevin Spacey was just a Garth Brooks persona?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. I really like that.
I like that.
So, again, this was a really terrific phenomenon. Christmas Eve, absolutely incredible.
Creep.
There you have it.
I mean, when you watch something like that, it just makes me think that he's guilty. Why would you even make this?
I tend to agree, because if
It's
you're...
like a desperate attempt to
confuse people.
Confuse and deny.
Yeah.
And
Also,
a small correction from what you said before. I guess there are allegations against him for making advances against minors, but he's on the thing he's on trial for. The guy was 18. It was still.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah.
That is definitely my bad. Thanks for correcting me on that.
But
It's
again, there
about
are
that he,
allegations of minors, but I
Well,
guess
wait.
those are too
I
far in
think
the
it's
past.
about that he got him drunk, right? And then
Yeah, I think it
abused him.
essentially raped him.
So, hold on. He was not underage during the alleged...
This article is from December, this past December, about the trial and sexually assaulting an 18-year-old.
Okay. Thank you for correcting me.
Yeah.
yeah, I think I heard the mom or something saying that he kept
Got him
he
drunk.
got
and
him really
then-
drunk
yeah,
so that then he could do
get him.
whatever.
Get him good. Well,
There is another allegation from the 80s of a 14-year-old. So,
Yikes.
yeah.
Well,
That's
you know
just
what?
alleged.
I don't I don't make a conclusion. I'm on what happened or whatever, but just based on the video alone.
I mean, I'm sure Netflix did their own investigation too, and they decided to fire him.
Yeah, I would like to think so, but be that as it may, the video was very strange, and just an assumption is that I don't think an innocent person would make that video. I could be wrong.
Well, you were right. I mean, his lawyers.
Thank you. You heard it from Dan. I'm right.
His lawyers had to have had an aneurysm when they saw this. There's no way.
Yeah.
Off on this.
Of course. Yeah. As someone who's dealt way too much with lawyers for my own taste, the official policy is always shut up,
Let
sit
us
down,
do our job.
Yeah, exactly.